It is Friday, November the 7th.
This is The Warning.
Yesterday, while at a weight loss event, an executive toppled over, and Donald Trump reacted like this.
For nearly 150 years, my company, Eli Lilly, has been investing in America. We've been advancing science and creating high-value jobs. But today, are you okay? Gordon, you okay? Yeah. Take a break.
Cameras, we're done holding cameras.
Leaving forever this incredible picture, which is a prophecy of sorts. If you're a MAGA Republican congressman, senator, state legislature, this is your future. You lying on the ground, run over by the electorate, and Donald Trump will have his back to you. The scene is incredible. Now, let's look at Robert Kennedy off here to the right. And as the guy goes down, Robert Kennedy breaks the other way. Let's watch it again. You start to see something's going on. Man down in the Oval Office, Robert Kennedy, Secretary of Health and Human Services, breaks that way. Maybe he's going to get his chainsaw. Who knows? At any rate, this executive avoided being stuffed into the trunk of RFK's car and dumped in Central Park as part of a prank, and I suppose that's a good thing. Now, of course, this desecration, this event in the Oval Office is par for the course, part of the corruption. Now, let's watch the Trump reaction. You can see it in the photos. It's truly incredible, the love he has of his fellow man, his desire to help, his command of the situation. He was distracted for sure. And what could it be? Maybe Donald was so lost in that moment because his heart, his brain, everything, his whole soul was at another place. He was thinking about what would happen later that evening when Melania would win the Fox News Nation Patriot of the Year award. This is an incredible award, one of the best, one of the highest honors in the country. And here's what Melania said as she was handed the trophy. She is something.
The truth is, the greater good is built by the few who dare to think differently. It's the designer who imagines beauty where others see data. It's the engineer who stays up all night refining an algorithm that reshapes an entire industry. Those who produce give. They create employment, tools, knowledge, and eventually cities. And from their creation, the common good rises, naturally, beautifully, inevitably.
Here's some pictures of her with Epstein and Ghislaine, Trump, and his best friend. And of course, this great patriot desecrated the White House, paved over the Rose Garden before Trump demolished the whole East Wing. This woman met the future president at the Kit Kat Club, according to reports. This first lady who doesn't care. She is Patriot of the Year of the Fox Nation. And Fox Nation is part of America, I suppose, but it doesn't represent the American people. It's a television show with, against the whole of everything, relatively low numbers, though higher than the anemic numbers of places like CNN. And what this network is a hub that sells insanity. And it has wrecked the fabric of the country by dividing the people with lies, nuttiness of all types, and a collection of dishonest extremist hosts that run the gambit from the rancid Mark Levin to the profoundly dishonest Sean Hannity, petulant children like Jesse Waters. Each of them somewhere between a cancer and a canker on the country. The country from Mississippi to California, to New Jersey, to Virginia, everywhere, signaled this disaster will be brought to heel and it will be brought to an end. The people who have abused their positions, their offices, desecrated their oaths, engaged in corrupt acts, Bavino, Homan, Noem, Lewandowski, Miller, all of them, Lutnick, Besant, the entire corrupt cabinet, Patel, every one of these people, these strange Trump miscreants, will be preserving records and racing to get lawyers in a year. Donald Trump, as I told you, would one day reach a type of apogee and start falling. And the fall would begin before anybody picked it up. And then suddenly, in an instant, it would be obvious to everybody that he's not as high in the sky as he was just a second ago. And so Trump is falling now. 1 year is nearly behind us of this. And though it has been terrible, and it is getting worse, the fact that we have breadlines and misery and chaos everywhere is a prelude to a demonstration of repudiation that will crush MAGA. The Hispanic voters who signed up, they're gone. The coalition, well, kaboom. What Donald Trump has done will be very long remembered. And here's the thing, he didn't do it alone. The event that hasn't been talked about very much, not on places like Barry Weiss News, is Elon Musk's $1 trillion pay package. What's that word? Is it socialism, maybe? For somebody who receives billions in government subsidies from taxpayers, given away, distributed, reallocated, who then cashes it in for $1 trillion and uses that money to sow instability across every democratic government he seeks to light a fire in? That's not liberty. It's certainly not freedom. And it absolutely should not be tolerated. And guess what? It's not going to be. All of this madness is coming to its end. 1 year from now, Donald Trump will lose his MAGA Congress, House and Senate. And the price of that, of course, will be the current Democratic leaders. They won't make it either. And that's a good thing, because we can do better across the board. It's time for us to remember some necessary truths about liberty, about the threats. It will take decades to fully dig out of the decline that Donald Trump has put this nation into. A season of insanity must give way to a season of renewal, lest the season of insanity be the preface to the abyss. This is the warning. Stay engaged. Be vigilant. Indifference yokes you to a side. And trust me, when history's judgment calls, when the verdict is delivered, nobody wants to be an accessory to MAGA. Nobody.
I'm Steve Schmidt. This is The Warning. I invite you to join this community where I promise to be honest, blunt, and direct about what is happening in this country. America is in crisis. Follow and subscribe to this channel and on Substack. Thank you.